Oh, he's big, he's big. I got him, I got him. Oh, he's in the bag. Oh my goodness. That was incredible, guys. Big fish. Hey, what's going on, guys? Caleb Wisted here. Today I am out on Hayward Area Lake. It's a beautiful May morning, and today I'm going to try and catch as many species as I possibly can. I've got most of the day to fish, and I chose to start on a little weed line here. Obviously early in the morning we're going to try and get our walleye right away, so I'm dropping a slip bobber out there and a leech. I'm going to put one out each side of the boat on this weed line. There's a lot of bait around here. Found this spot last week and marked it because I saw some walleyes, and hopefully we can pick off a walleye right away here. And then we're going to just move on and keep picking off fish species and see what we can get the count up to. So let's get started. All right, guys, first bobber down. What do we got? Feels decent, whatever it is. It's the target species. There we go, guys. Perfect start right there. We got our walleye. It's a nice chunky one. He might be a little bit too long to keep. He's probably just pushing over 20, but jammed that jig and leech just like you expect him to. Pretty fish. Species number one. Oh, we got another bobber down. Got him. Got another one, guys. I'm guessing this is the same species here. Well, this might be different. Oh, we got a largemouth. Look at that. Species number two on the slip bobber. All right, that was quick. Two species down. Not a bad little guy, probably 14 inches or so. All right, that's a great start. Two down, who knows how many to go. All right, guys, I still have the slip bobbers out, but I figure I'll throw a swim bait here, see if I can't catch a pike maybe while we're on these weeds before we move on to smallmouth. And that's kind of my plan, is to get the bigger fish out of the way this morning and then go for panfish later as the water warms up. So I've been seeing big schools of perch here, and that's why I put this Berkeley Champ swimmer and perch color on. I actually filmed them here last week, and there was thousands of them mixed in with shiners. So hopefully this will be a good color. And I'm just going to slow roll this over the weed beds here and see if I can't get a pike while I'm watching these slip bobbers. Another fish on the slip bobber. Looks like another largie. Yep. Basically the twin to the last one. 14 incher. Chunky little fish. Not going to get us anywhere in the species points, but fun to catch though. I think I'm going to move on from the slip bobber program here for a little bit and cast this swim bait around on this weed line. We'll just follow it down. You never know what you're going to catch on a swim bait, so we'll give that a shot for a little bit. Oh, there we go. That's a pike. That's a pike. First cast. No way. It's a nice one too. No, it's a musky. It's a musky, guys. This would be huge if I can land this. Oh, no, no, he came off. Oh. Wasn't a very big one, but it was definitely a musky. Unbelievable. He came off right there. All right, well, we're out of weeds. We came around the end of the weed bed, just took that one musky, but I'm gonna go across this little bay, and I know there's some good weeds along the bank over here too, and then it turns to rock, and that's where we're gonna get our smallmouth most likely. So hopefully we can go pike, smallmouth here, 1, 2 right in a row, and get species number 3 and 4. Man, we almost had a muskie. That was so close. That would have been awesome. Hopefully we'll get another shot. There's one. Another muskie, guys. It's another muskie. Like exactly the same size. No way. Okay, I gotta keep this one hooked. Oh, he's gonna jump, he's gonna jump. No! Got him! Oh, that's huge, guys. That is huge. No way. Just like I said, you never know with swim baits what you're gonna come up with. There's my musky for the day. That puts me ahead on species a long ways right there. That's awesome. He's probably only about a 22, 23 inch musky, but super cool fish. That is definitely a tough one to get. Hopefully we get a big one today too, but that's a great little fish there. We're gonna let that guy go. Pretty fish. Love these things. One of Wisconsin's coolest species right there. Well, that was super cool. So I got 20-pound fluorocarbon on here. Anytime you catch a pike or muskie on fluoro, you always want to check your leader, make sure the teeth didn't get on there. This feels pretty good, so I'm going to keep casting. Oh, that was awesome. That was fun. They just fight so much different than a pike. Very, very different. Much harder fighting fish. Lots of head shakes. A lot of times they jump. That one almost jumped, but not quite. So, very cool. Let's see what else we can get. Whole school of walleyes right under the boat. They're not biting right now, of course, with this high sun, but definitely gonna mark this spot. It's like right where this rock bar makes the inside turn. Perfect spot to slip bobber in the evening or morning. There's about 15 nice walleyes there. So we're getting into that rock now, so I'm gonna just change up. I'm gonna quit throwing this swim bait for pike and see if we can't get a smallmouth. It should be pretty easy right here. Just gonna throw a Ned rig and a drop shot, and we should get one here shortly. Right now I'm just using the Billy Rub Hot Shot on a Ned head. It's one of my absolute favorite jig worms for just about any species. Love morning dawn. The fish seem to like it too, so that's what I'm going to start with here. But I'm going to switch up my baits a little bit too if they're not biting this, but I'm guessing that'll do the trick. So in these clear conditions with this Ned rig, I'm just dragging it along the bottom. I'm not even hopping it, I'm just pulling it, stopping it, wiggling it a little bit, never really leaving the bottom. Just dragging it along, and it kind of goes up and down over those rocks, and it'll sit there with that tail hovering in their face. And that seems to work best in these conditions when it's really, really calm and the fish are a bit finicky. There we go. Saw that one eat it. That's the nice part about using like a brighter color like this morning dawn. Smallmouth like it, even in clear water, and I can also see it a lot of times, so I can actually watch it disappear when they hit it. There we go. Nice smallmouth. Species number 4. We got musky, walleye, largemouth, smallmouth. Nice looking fish. Not a huge one. We might pick up another bigger one here yet, but we just got to get a pike now, and we pretty much got most of our game fish taken care of, and then we got to go find crappie, rock bass, and perch, maybe bluegill. Something big right there. Might be a muskie. If it is, we'll try and catch them. Yep, it's a muskie. He followed me. Ah, it was a muskie. Nice one too. Well, if I get a follow on a bait, I'm going to switch to something a little bit similar but not the same. So this is a big swim bait. I'm going to switch to something the same size but a little bit different action here. Alright guys, I just spotted another muskie. Again, offshore. up on the surface rolling. I'm pretty sure it's a musky. So we're gonna try this jerk bait now. He's right in here. There he is. Oh, he's big. He's big. I got him. I got him. Oh my gosh, he's huge. Oh, he's not hooked very good though. Oh no, he's not hooked very good. Oh, he's huge. He's huge, guys. Giant musky. Giant musky, guys. Wow. He's not fighting me very hard yet. I think I got more hooks into him. I tried to turn into him when he swam down. Okay, here he comes. Oh, he did not like that. He didn't really know what was going on until now. Oh, it'd be nice to have a net man right now. Come on, get your head in there, buddy. Get your head in there. Get your head in there. No, got his tail. This net's a little small. Oh, he's in the bag. Oh my goodness. Oh, he's big. Wow. Okay. The crankbait's all wrapped up in here, so I gotta get him unhooked in the net. Wow, what a toad. That was incredible, guys. Big fish. I don't know how long it is, guys. I'm gonna have to measure it quick. Unbelievable musky. My PB 100% on the jerk bait over like 50 feet of water. This thing hit. Unbelievable. Thing's got to be well over 20 pounds. Oh. What in the world? That's crazy. I did not expect this today. Okay, we're upgraded our musky, I would say. We're gonna get this big girl back in the water quick. Unreal. Oh. All right, guys, sorry I didn't get the release. I was getting her ready to release her, and honestly she just flopped out of my arms and took off, so she's in really good shape. I didn't want to spend a lot of time setting up the camera on the board. I measured her, she's 47. My PB is 44. Completely annihilates my PB, and I couldn't be happier. I just saw those fins come up way out in the basin, just finning on the surface. Cast that jerk bait, start ripping it, pop, 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 pop. See her way down, she came up on it, one more rip, stopped it, and just whoom. And I only had her by one hook. And I let her turn away and get those hooks more in her mouth, and then I set back on her again. If I hadn't done that, highly doubtful that I would have landed that fish. Oh, I got goosebumps. That was insane. So guys, I am not musky fishing today. That just happened because I was prepared for multi-species, and I was like, well, I'll throw my musky gear in just in case we happen to get an opportunity, and that's exactly what happened. We actually, this is the second fish that I saw up on the surface boiling out here in the basin, and we moved that one. I saw this one. I had switched baits because I didn't get the other one to bite. Switched to a jerk bait. Jerk baits have been absolutely crushing for other species, and they work for muskies too, obviously. I just did a whole video on that. I'll leave a link below on jerk baits for other species, but they're such a good bait in the spring. And I cast that jerk bait out past where I saw him boil, just started jerking, he come in and crushed it. And this is a brand new rod, believe it or not. I just got this yesterday. This is a St. Croix Mojo Muskie 8.6 heavy fast action rod, and holy cow am I loving it. Like, I just caught my PB on this rod on like my maybe 12th cast with this rod ever, and it handled that fish amazing. So If we see another muskie, I will take a chance at it. Obviously, I'm going to keep this on deck, but we got to stay to the task at hand, and that is catching as many species as possible today. But that was quite a diversion. Let's get back at it. All right, well, if the pike won't eat a swim bait, I guess we'll try jerk bait. It's working on everything else. There we go. Fish on. What do we have here? Oh, nice walleye. Nice walleye. That's why I love the jerk bait. You just never stinking know. You also shouldn't try and land a nice walleye on a jerk bait without that. Oh yeah. Dandy. Dandy walleye. Alright, so it's not a pike, but it is a very nice specimen of the walleye. So we've upgraded our walleye. I guess we'll measure that one. That one's worth measuring. Let's see here. Almost 25, 24 and a half. Can technically keep that one if I wanted to, but I don't ever keep walleyes that big anymore. So we'll let them go. Like I told you guys, I was gonna try a new jerkbait rod. I was gonna try a bait caster, and that was the new rod right there, the Mojo Bass. This is designed for jerkbaits, and it's a St. Croix Mojo Bass, 6'8", medium, extra fast, and it's working this jerkbait really nice. I like it so far. So we're gonna keep throwing this jerkbait on this weed line. I guess we'll start keeping track of lengths. So we've got a 47-inch muskie, we've got a 24.5-inch walleye. I didn't measure the smallmouth or the largemouth, but we'll probably get bigger ones. So we'll kind of keep track of lengths here today too, but we gotta upgrade our species here. I gotta get a pike. All right, we're in like 6 feet of water, scattered weeds at the mouth of the bay here. Water temp is about 3 degrees warmer here than it was on the other side. So my suspicion is there'll be some fish in here. Oh, there's one. I'm guessing this is a pike. I don't think it's very big, but it is the right species. Oh yeah. I think I can bolt this one. There we go. Alright. Oh, we came off in the boat. There we go, guys. Northern pike. Shouldn't have been that hard. Usually these things are the easiest fish to catch out of all of them, but alright. Species number 5, I guess we'll measure it. 22. Not a very big one, but it is the right species. So, alright guys, I caught a couple more small pike, but nothing much bigger than the one I already had. So I moved to the very back of this bay now. There's a bunch of weeds back in here and just a few feet of water, and it's loaded with panfish. So I'm just gonna throw a little small pencil bobber slip rig out there. They're pretty spooky in the shallow water, so I want to use a low profile bobber with some weights on it to get it right down to the fish right away, and just put a small night crawler on there. The good old Quick Trip sells small night crawlers, and they're just perfect for panfish. And they're pretty cheap too, so pro tip for you. But we're gonna get up in these weeds and just throw it into a pocket, hoping to upgrade and get our bluegill, crappie, and pumpkin seed in here. There we go. Ooh, nice gill, nice gill. Nice gill. There we go. Oh, that's a toad. Look at that. Heck yeah. That's got to be a 9-incher. Bam. Got our gill. That's a nice one too. Wow. Super cool. Alright, that's species number 6. We got pike, muskie, smallmouth, largemouth, and bluegill. I'm gonna measure this one quick. Looks like a solid 8 3/4. Not bad. Yep, got him. Oh, nice one. Nice one. There we go. Now that looks like a hybrid. Pumpkin seed bluegill hybrid. I'd like to catch a pure pumpkin seed, but that's cool. That's a nice one. We aren't going to count that as a species, but nice fish. We'll actually take that one home to eat. Another bluegill, but there's a bunch of pumpkin seeds right here too that I can see. A couple nice gills, but a lot of pumpkin seeds. Ooh, that's a big hybrid. Nice one. These hybrids are so cool. Big, chunky, beautiful panfish right there. So I'm just loading up my live well with these for dinner. These are a perfect fish for dinner. There's one. That's a purebred pumpkin seed right there. You can see the more mottled back and the real red ears on it, the kind of aquamarine gills. That's a pumpkin seed. So there's species number 7, right? Musky, pike, walleye, largemouth, smallmouth, bluegill, pumpkin seed. Yeah, 7. So we just need a crappie and a rock bass and a perch. I have seen crappies around, so we're gonna try and nab one of those quick. All right, moved a little deeper into 6 feet and species number 8. See if we can get a bigger one here. All right, guys, I just took something real nice here. I think it's a nice largemouth. And I had the slip bobbers out for these crappies, hoping to get another bigger one here. And I decided to throw the swim bait a little bit. And got bit. There we go. A little upgrade. Dang, nice. It's a chunky one. It's gonna get us a little bit longer length here. Let's see what he's at. 17er. Not a bad fish. Upgrade the largemouth to 17. Got our crappie. I think we may have to go look for a rock bass and a perch, and maybe we'll stumble into some bigger crappies, but there just doesn't seem to be a lot of them or a good size back in here right now, so I'm guessing they've probably spawned and moved out. So we just gotta keep looking. But we also have to put up 2 more species, perch and rock bass, and that's pretty much, it's gonna be tough to get more than that in this lake, so we may have to move after that and try for some other species. But I think we'll head out of this bay and see what we can find in the main lake here. Okay guys, I just spotted a couple gar. That would be a huge species if I can get one. Okay, I got a 3-inch B-vibe on a little guppy head. Now I gotta see if I can spot one again. Got one. Got one. There's a ton of them right here. There's like probably 50 gar here. I got one. If I land this one, it'll actually be the first long-nosed gar I've ever caught hook and line. Shot him with the bow, but never caught one hook and line. Caught Florida gar, Florida spotted gar, but not long nose up here. Oh, come on, baby. I'm gonna get the net. I don't want to lose this thing. Yeah. Now that is a very cool species to get in a day. What a stinking cool fish to catch. They're very hard to catch. Hard mouths. You got to get them right in the corner, right where I got that one. And there's big schools of them here just floating on the surface, so I might try and catch a couple more. There's a couple giants, way bigger than this one, but very cool fish. Watch those teeth, they're extremely sharp. But that's how I catch them in Florida, just a little tiny swim bait like that. They're very finicky for how big they are. But that is cool. We'll let him go. So that was species number 9 for the day, and a totally unexpected one. Really nice bonus. That's gonna help my count. And it is just afternoon, so I've got about 3 to 4 more hours to fish here. I gotta go get those panfish so I can try for some rough fish here this afternoon yet, but I'm gonna go try and catch one more of these gar though. That is just too cool. Alright guys, well that was kind of a waste of time. I couldn't get another one. Had a couple more bite, but like I said, they're really hard to hook. I was fortunate to get that one that I did. So we're on 9 species. If I can get a rock bass and a perch here, that's really all that's left for the most part. And then we're gonna move. So I'm gonna go try a couple quick spots and see if I can get them. There's one thing I know about rock bass. They love wood structure, wood cover, cribs, brush piles, that kind of thing. So I found this little brush pile last time I was here. I'm just gonna put a leech on a slip bobber right next to it and see if I can't get one. Got one. Got one. Oh, this might be a crappie. It is a crappie. It's a nice crappie. Again, there's another fish that likes brush. I'll take it. That's a huge upgrade on size. Oh, that's a slab. Oh, look at that. That's a tank. That's probably pushing 14 inches. Okay, well, not the right species, but very, very cool upgrade to our crappie. I'm gonna measure that guy. Looks like about 13 1/4. Nice one. All right guys, instead of dinking around here looking for a perch and a rock bass, I'm gonna switch lakes, go to a lake that has a few other species that I could possibly catch on it. Could catch a rock bass or a perch there too. I want to get at least 10 species today. I think that's totally doable, so we're gonna run to a new lake. All right, we changed lakes and picked up a passenger along the way. So my dad's with me now, and we're gonna try and catch a couple species here, hopefully. So I'm not gonna tell you what we're going for until we catch one, hopefully here, but we're gonna be drop shotting in about 30 feet of water, looking for fish. We'll see if we can find them. Come on.
Right on the bottom, or?
Oh, I missed him again. Shoot. Yeah, pretty close. There, I got him. There, I got him.
Want me to get the net?
Yeah, grab the net. Never mind. There we go. Species number 10 for the day. Lake whitefish. Picked him off at the last minute here. That's species number 10. Whitefish on the drop shot. So, well guys, that's all I got time for today. I got my 10 species, got my PB musky, got my first and biggest long-nosed gar by hook and line in Wisconsin today. It was an awesome day on the lake. You just can't beat May for multi-species fishing up shallow. It was awesome. So we'll catch you next time, guys. Get hooked up. Unreal.